All right. Now we're back to the podcast. We had a quick video shoot before this.
I guess
Went
video
good.
shoot,
Yeah.
taste
Went good.
test on these beers here.
Taste testing beers that you see back here. We got 4 beers. We're gonna post that up. If you see it, like it, share it, tell us what you think. If that's something you want to see from the two bros, hey,
Yeah,
let's do some more of that. So,
let us know.
yeah. So I'm JJ.
I'm Steven.
Welcome back. This is like our 11th episode.
Man, it's up there. I lost
Yeah.
count.
Yeah. So it's our 11th episode. How was your week?
Man, it was good. It was good. Same old thing. Work, come home. Work, come
Yeah.
home. Weekend was all right.
Mm-hmm.
Tried this new place, Dan's Seafood and Chicken on Friday night.
Yeah, we did a video about. It was funny because we both went to seafood again.
Yeah. No. Friday I got seafood again.
Oh, again?
Yeah, this
Oh,
place,
shit.
Dan's Seafood. Yesterday we cooked out and shit, burgers, hot dogs.
Mhm.
Just chilled out. So nice, cool weekend.
Yeah.
How about yours?
Same work, and then Thursday, we had an appointment, our tax appointment. So after the taxes, we went. I guess turned it into a date night kind of thing. The place was called El Toro Sinaloense or something like that.
Where was it at?
Norwest Highway.
Okay.
35. It's a low key. I'm gonna say this. It's a low key narco type, wannabe narco place, maybe.
Okay.
Hey, it just seems that kind of vibe. There's Chalino Sanchez mural outside, and they had a band. And when I called you, that's why I had to hang up because the fucking band started playing, and it was
it was loud as
Yeah.
fuck.
It was cool.
What took y'all there?
I don't know. We were in that area. That's where we get our taxes done by Harry Hines and all that stuff. And we were like, "You want to go somewhere after this?" She's like, "Yeah." So she found some. She wanted seafood, so we went there. And, it was pretty good though. It was decent.
Yeah. We just happened to be going out to eat too. We normally
Yeah.
don't go out to eat during the
Mhm.
week, and just happened to be seafood. So, but I guess
Double date night, huh?
Yeah, it worked out that you go for that Mexican seafood. I just happened to be going for that.
That was funny though, because I was like, "Damn, seafood again."
Yeah. And then Friday I ate seafood again.
There's
So.
somebody who doesn't like seafood that much all over the seafood.
Well, I said I like just catfish and shrimp, and that's what I had both times.
So did you eat seafood Friday because of Lent?
No.
It was Ash Friday.
No, I had tried this place on my birthday. Guy took me and might have been
that's
wanting
right.
to try it.
Uh-huh.
And that's why when we went Thursday, I didn't get my usual catfish and shrimp. I got
Mhm.
fish tacos
Mhm.
because we've been wanting to eat this place.
Mhm.
So we both got different things. It just fell that way. We don't eat that much seafood.
Yeah, I was like,
usually.
damn.
But we eat so much Mexican food. That's what
Yeah.
Mara usually cooks during
Uh-huh.
the week. So
Yeah.
I was like, fuck it, So it was good though. Dan Seafood and Chicken go hard.
Okay.
Good prices too.
Yeah, the place where I went, it was good. It was a little bit high, but then when we did drink, and we normally don't drink that much, but
Yeah.
it was that kind of place. The music was
Just
going.
gave you the vibes.
The music was going. It was dark, and then I think Cynthia was like, "You want some shots?" I said, "Yeah, let's get some shots."
Damn.
So we got 2 shots, and then I had another drink. And normally she drinks 1, and I'll drink probably 2, right?
Yeah.
If that. And then the waiter came around again. If we wanted another round, she was like, "Yeah, let's get one more shot." So we get one more shot. It was good spot.
That's cool.
It was good. It was just it was cool. The music was there, the live
Yeah.
music. I don't really listen to that type of music, like banda, norteño, whatever it was. But the vibe was good.
That's cool.
Yeah, there wasn't that many people in there.
Let me ask you this: was it so loud that y'all could barely talk?
Both.
Well,
We were still able to talk, and it was very loud, but we were still able to communicate.
we're gonna have somebody
Let's see if
walking
they
in.
pop in. Let's see.
Let's see. We might have some guests here.
Yeah.
It's funny you say that. One night, me and Mara went out for a date night, and
Yeah.
that dude from 106.1, Big Al, he has a bar and a restaurant out of Waxahachie.
Yeah.
To say, you know what, let's go check it out. Let's go see what's up. And just wanted to kick backs, just talk. Well, it was fucking karaoke night.
Oh shit.
So it was loud as hell. We
Yeah.
couldn't even talk, man.
Just you and her?
Just me and her. So literally all we could do is eat and listen because we couldn't talk.
Y'all didn't do karaoke?
Nah.
Why
I would
not?
if I would have known, I probably would have,
What song would you sing karaoke?
It just depends. If I have a partner, there's a Isley Brothers and R. Kelly song that I like, Contagious. That one's good. I'd like to do that one with somebody. Or
Contagious?
yeah, it's a good one. You need to check it out. R. Kelly's messing with his wife. He comes home and catches R. Kelly.
But that's most all his songs,
Right. Well, this time he's got a guest star,
Okay.
Ron Isley from the Isley
Huh.
Brothers. So that one's good. I don't know, man. Just depends what they got. I'd do some country. You know, just trip everybody out. They probably wouldn't see no country coming out of me.
Yeah, like what?
There's this man. See, you put me on the spot. I can't ever think. There's this one song you may know it where he talks about he met a guy and the guy ended up dying and left him all the money. He read it in the newspaper. I don't know.
I like country, but I'm not like a big fan. We went to a few concerts last few years. That was mainly for Cynthia, right?
Yeah.
And it was fun. And then for Christmas, I got her tickets to Post Malone and Jelly Roll.
Okay.
And I really don't like either one of them that
Yeah.
much. But I don't know. We'll see. Maybe she'll go with Bay or something. But
When is that one?
May.
Shit, I bet you it was expensive too, right?
It was kind of high, but that's
Yeah.
she had been talking about it like when they came out,
Yeah.
or they were about to come out. She's like, "Oh, Post Malone, I want to see him, whatever." But she's a big fan of him. I never was, but
I mean, I'm not a fan, but I'm not. If it's on the radio, sometimes he got some good tunes.
it's okay. But
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm not,
Jelly Roll, he's all right. I used to like him before he went country. He used to be with 3-6 Mafia, and then they produced his first albums. He was like a trapper,
Yeah,
gangster rapper, and then he flipped to country and made it big.
Oh, he did make it big. Yeah.
And there's a few songs I like of his, but now it's like repetitive. Every song he's crying, he's down, he's fucking. You know what I mean? So it gets old after a while.
Yeah, we'll see. It's at Cowboy Stadium, so
Oh, nice.
we'll see. It's in May, so and she knows I'm not a big fan. So
Yeah.
she's thinking about who else she can go with. But I'm like, hey, I bought the ticket.
But even at that, you still get into it. The environment.
What's crazy about sporting events and concerts with me and her, right? This is always, and this is even including when we go pick up one of the kids from a concert.
Yeah.
Traffic for me, I get frustrated.
Yeah.
Parking for me, let's just find a damn parking spot, right? Get in, and to me, I'm thinking of when it's time to leave, right?
Yeah.
I'm not trying to, I want to get in and out. She wants the closest damn parking spot, right? And it's not about the price or none of that. It's more of the convenience
Of getting out at the end.
getting out and getting out the car to go,
Yeah.
right? And you probably agree with me on this. When we go to a baseball game, I want to get there early,
Yeah.
right? And she doesn't.
Yeah.
What are we gonna do for 3 hours before the game? Walk around, hang out, look around,
some beer.
just be there.
Yeah.
Like opening day is coming up, and we might get some tickets, but it's on a Thursday at 3. We
Okay.
probably wouldn't be able to leave to go that way till 3 that day. So I'm like, what's the point?
Yeah.
And she's like, no, why wouldn't we want to go? It's almost a tradition that we go to opening day, right?
Yeah. But part of the tradition is getting there early.
Exactly. So I don't even want, honestly, if we can't get there early, I don't see the point.
But why can't y'all just plan it out to make it happen?
Because we're going out of town
Okay.
Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. And we get back Wednesday night late. So
Okay.
Thursday, we're going to, the worker at the store, she's covering for us those 3 days. So we're going to take care of the store Thursday morning, and she comes in at 3. So I don't want to tell her to come in early that she'd already worked 3 days straight.
Yeah.
Open to close. But like I said, it's a tradition, and we'll probably still go. But I know parking's gonna be a bitch. Just traffic's gonna be, and I get
Yeah.
frustrated in traffic.
Yeah. Well, especially on opening day, getting there at that time is gonna suck.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be crowded. You got all the
But baseball's back.
Yeah, baseball's back. I don't know if I'm excited for it or not. I'm still
Yeah.
I'm kind of bummed about the basketball season and how that's going.
like I
And
said, I'm
so
not
it's
big.
hard to be excited for me as a Texas sports fan right
Yeah,
now. But we'll see what they do. They're making little moves here and there. So once it gets going, I'll probably get into it.
Yeah.
again.
Yeah.
I never know what my work schedule is, so I just randomly pick a game and may go this day, may go that day. So
It's funny because like I said, Bea took over Christopher's spot as far as sports
Yeah.
watching person with me, and she's already looked at almost all of the giveaways, right? So she's like, "Dad, can we go to this one and this
Yeah.
one and this one?" Like, bro, like,
yeah,
calm down.
it gets expensive. It gets expensive.
But we try to go to a couple a year, but they are having some nice giveaways this year.
Yeah, like what?
More rings.
Oh, they're still doing World Series
still doing
stuff.
the ring. Yeah, they're still doing the World Series stuff. Hey, you know,
They got all that leftover stock.
yeah,
Gotta get-
bobblehead stuff. You know, bobbleheads are good. What else did they have? A couple jerseys, a couple hat nights and stuff like that. So
One of the rings is the only thing I didn't get. I probably got like 6 bobbleheads.
I
the
got one. I
trophy.
should bring it up here.
I got the trophy. I thought
Me
about
too.
bringing that trophy up here.
Yeah.
I know Bea was trying to convince me. I forgot what she wanted for the trade on her ring, but she was
She
asking.
wanted a. I forgot which.
Oh, I didn't have the
bobblehead.
bobblehead. She
Yeah.
wanted El Bombo.
Yeah, she did. She wanted the Garcia.
That's
bobblehead.
right. That's right. So we'll see. Maybe this year I'll try to go on one of those days and get one of the rings.
Yeah.
So we'll see how that goes. But yeah, we'll see what the Rangers do. You know, baseball is always for me #1 sport.
Yeah,
so.
for sure. Me too. I love baseball, and I've always wanted to do spring training, and we're going to Arizona next 2 weeks from now, and it's for Anthony's 21st birthday.
Okay.
Um,
He picked Arizona.
he likes nature,
Okay.
right? So we kind of surprised him with it, and we were gonna tell him the day before. His birthday's the 23rd. We're leaving the 24th. So
March?
Yeah. So we were gonna tell him on the 23rd on his birthday, but he got a job.
Mm.
And we're like, shit. Now we have to tell him because he's put in. Even if he can't put it, he just started, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, he's gonna be able to take off, and but he's a nature kind of guy, right? So normally, you know, you think of your 21st birthday, you go somewhere and drink. He doesn't drink. He doesn't, you know.
Nothing wrong with that.
And we're gonna go on the trails and we're gonna hit the Grand Canyon.
Oh, nice,
Yeah,
nice.
Yeah.
That's something I've always wanted to do.
Yeah,
so that'd be cool.
It should be real nice. Yeah. So
Hell yeah.
his birthday's the 23rd, and Cynthia's is next Sunday, next week.
Okay, nice,
Yeah,
nice.
yeah.
That's cool. Got some big.
I
big
got
days
plans.
coming up.
I'm not gonna spill them yet because it's kind of a surprise. But I think she'll be very surprised.
Nice,
with
nice.
What I
Okay.
got planned out. Yeah.
That's next week. So will we have another episode in between there, or?
Well, we're gonna. The Saturday night is our time that I'm taking her somewhere Saturday night, and then Sunday we're gonna go to brunch. And I'll let you know. I think we should still be able to get it in at 7.
Hey, don't worry about it. It's just,
But I'll let you know
It's her
ahead
weekend,
of time.
so
Yeah.
you know, no worries. So good thing because I was gonna call in today,
Yeah.
so we may not work tomorrow next Sunday.
We'll
so it's
see.
good
But
thing.
I think we leave Monday morning, so we should be able to get it in Sunday night
Okay.
before we leave. So at least
Just let
that
me know.
works,
Keep
yeah.
me posted.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was tired today, man. I didn't want to come in. I don't know if it's that freaking what is it? Daylight savings, right? Or
Yeah,
is it the
yeah,
other one?
yeah. Whatever. Time
Yeah,
change,
whatever.
spring forward.
You know, I guess it kind of fucked me up. You know, I don't stay up late. You know,
Yeah.
sometimes on Fridays it's like 11:30, and or it's like you're going to sleep already. It's
Yeah.
Friday. I'm like,
Yeah.
okay. On Fridays I get sleepy too. You know what I mean? It doesn't matter. So,
But what does she want to do? The party or what?
No, she just likes to watch shows. You
Oh,
know,
okay.
once she cleans the house and
Mm-hmm.
gets everything in order, sit down and watch a show or something. And you know, last night I stayed up. We're finishing up this vanity that we got Lisette for her 15th birthday, and so we stayed up. I kind of lost track of time. It was like 12 o'clock, and I'm texting people, and I'm like, "Oh shit! I didn't realize it was fucking midnight."
Yeah.
So then 1 o'clock came, and I was like, "You know what? I want to see the time skip that hour at 2 o'clock." So 2 o'clock came, it went to 3 o'clock, and I was like, "Fuck!" So it was like 4 o'clock. I went to sleep.
Damn.
I was tired, but I was like, let me get my ass up and get over here, which I'm always glad I do. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But with that being said, so we lose that hour,
Yeah.
right? I mean, we lose a whole hour.
Yeah. Yeah.
So are we only 23 hours a day now? Does it turn to 23 hours a day?
I guess that
Just for
first
that one day?
Yeah. Yeah. Because then it's 24 after
But
that.
how do you ever get it back?
When time changes again,
So then that's 25 hours?
then
Or
you get
back to
25
24?
that day, yeah.
That's just confusing. You know what I mean? They're talking about going away with it.
Yeah.
If you could pick one, which one would you choose
I like getting dark later, like right now.
right now?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah,
I
me
like
too.
that. I know it's hard sometimes. When I leave to work, no matter daylight saving times or not, it's
gonna be
dark
dark.
anyways.
That's how I
It's like
look
going
at
at
it.
6. I know some people are like, oh, I like it bright earlier because going to work or taking kids to school.
Yeah,
whatever,
that's what
you
I
know.
heard too.
But it doesn't matter to me.
Yeah, just like today, I think if it was, normally it's dark when I come over here to the studio when we
Yeah,
record.
yeah,
And that probably would have made me be like, I don't feel like going. I ain't going to go. But it was daylight and I was like, fuck.
Yeah.
It's kind of weird driving over here in the daytime, but I enjoy it. Get more shit done.
yeah.
You know what I mean? In the yard or whatever. So
I
like
think
this
that's what's
better.
gonna help too after these storms. Um, we have a lot of trees, so we have a lot of limbs. I picked up most of them, but I was gonna do more yesterday, but it rained all day yesterday.
Yeah.
And then the gutters, one area has a lot of leaves, so it kind of dropped down because it got heavy. So I gotta fix that. So I think that's partly why I like it dark later because I can get more done
Yeah,
around the
yeah.
house and stuff.
What time you usually get home on a normal work day?
2:30, I get out, so about 3,
Okay.
unless
See,
I have to go to a store that day or whatever. But
see, I get home like 4:30 or 5. So usually by the time I get home, it's already getting dark. So
yeah, I get home at 3, and then Cynthia usually get home about 3:30, and then we go do something on those days.
I got you. I got you. So yeah, I enjoy this. Tell us in the comments which one you prefer.
Yeah,
Should they just make it one and never
I
do
think
it again?
I think it started because of the farmers or
Yeah,
something,
yeah,
right? So
yeah.
crops during a certain time of the year or whatever, and now they're like with technology, I guess, or whatever, it doesn't matter no more.
Yeah.
So
But not to get political, I just what I read Trump saying it's 50-50. Half people
yeah, I some say that.
want
Yeah.
it dark, want it daylight when they go to work, and some don't. But I see the upside of that too.
Yeah.
You're more awake. You feel better when you're going to work and it's sunny
Maybe
outside.
safer, I guess. I don't know. Yeah.
Maybe, but
Yeah.
you wake up and it's dark outside. It just kind of. Well, I'm like you though. No matter when I leave,
Yeah.
it's pretty much dark. But I think with it being dark makes you feel more. Doesn't wake you up as much as if the sun's shining. You
Mhm.
know what I mean? So it is what it is. It was just weird. I was like, fuck, it jumped from 2 to 3. It was way past my bedtime.
Well, Sundays you get up early, anyways. I'm up by 6 o'clock on Sundays, anyways. I don't know why, right?
Yeah.
And I'm up, and Cynthia kicks me out the bed most days because I don't want to turn the TV on because she'll wake up or whatever.
Yeah.
So I'm just tossing and turning, and she's like, "Just go watch TV in the living room,"
Yeah.
or I usually wash clothes on Sunday morning, so I'll start that.
Yeah. That's cool.
Sometimes I'll run to the grocery store, get some stuff, and order the rest online or whatever. But yeah, I'm always up early on Sundays anyway.
Yeah, it's same with me. I'm up early. I go to the living room, 6 a.m., 5:30, I'm up. If I want to go back to sleep, I find if I take a shower and lay back down, I can go back to sleep. But I wake up early, same as you.
Yeah.
Hey, I do laundry on Sunday too. That's the one thing I help Maya with is
Yeah.
the laundry on Sundays. Not the one thing. That's
Right,
one
right,
of
yeah,
the
yeah,
things
yeah,
that
yeah.
I help with. She probably says the only thing, but I'm like you. I get up and I just that's my problem is I wake up early and that's why I'm so tired because I
Yeah.
never go back to sleep.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? Sundays I normally don't do shit. Just lay around. Get laundry ready. Get ready for the week.
Yeah,
You know what
I
I mean?
usually
So,
knock out laundry and groceries on Sunday, and whether it's ordering online or going to Walmart or Kroger or whatever to get them. So I don't know. Then I make my meals, but I think this week I'm just gonna do sandwiches all week.
Sandwiches?
I didn't feel like cooking nothing.
What kind?
Well, I get the low carb bread and ham and turkey
Ham and turkey.
with
No
lettuce.
cheese?
Yeah, I
Oh,
do
okay.
much cheese and lettuce and sometimes bacon.
Ain't nothing. Hey, good old sandwich.
Good sandwich goes hard, man.
Hey, that's what I ate before I came here.
Yeah,
Sandwich on toast, ham, cheese, lettuce,
Yeah.
tomato, pickles.
Yeah.
I think it was fucking good.
yeah.
Had some Doritos, put some lime and some Louisiana hot sauce on
Yeah,
them.
yeah, yeah.
And that shit was good. Literally, I just ate that 4K.
Cool.
And sometimes I tell Mara, like, she's like, what are we gonna eat? Go buy something. Like, eat a fucking sandwich. Well, the kids can't eat a sandwich or what? Fucking sandwiches.
See,
is
that's
good.
funny you say that because, like, my kids, for some reason, they don't want to cook for themselves.
Okay.
They won't make a sandwich. They'll starve before they make themselves a sandwich.
Well, it's not that my kids won't make their food. They make their own food, but it's like, what's wrong if they eat a sandwich and chips for dinner?
Yeah.
Or you know what I mean? Like they're gonna die. They have to have a hamburger and fries.
Yeah.
That to be called dinner. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? It's like fuck.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Let's save some money today. Everybody eat a fucking. I remember back in the day when we was young. They'd buy the fucking submarine.
Yeah.
And they'd have all the fix you make. I mean, I love a good sandwich. You
I
know
do
what I mean?
too, yeah.
But they cook for them. I mean, but we buy stuff for the air fryer. We buy microwave. Stevie
Yeah.
likes these microwave fettuccine things.
Mhm.
So they'll do that. It's just that I don't know if they're
Unless
above eating a sandwich or what.
No, I think for us at least, because we were always running around, busy, coming and going. A lot of times we brought stuff home, right?
Oh.
And maybe they're just used to Because I've tried to get stuff for the air fryer. I've tried to get microwave stuff. I've got raviolis in a can. I've got sandwich stuff, and they just won't. I mean, they will, right? I'm just maybe I'm over exaggerating, but it's like, did y'all eat? No. Well, there's food at home.
Yeah.
But y'all want me to bring home Whataburger or something, right?
Yeah.
Whatever. And then they're just used to it. And I remember it's funny because Cynthia growing up, they were used to everyday cooking, right? My father-in-law had to have meat and rice and beans,
Yeah.
that type of meal. And then, to me, like, that's good food, right? But I remember growing up and it was like hamburger helper, right?
Shit, I love hamburger helper though.
And the kids like it too, but since like hamburger helper.
But they changed it. Mara won't buy it no more. Shit
Why?
tastes different. I don't know. They rebranded, got new buy.
Yeah.
I don't know. I love.
We can get hamburger helper, let's say for 5 people, right? 5 or 6. Let's
Yeah.
both of us have a family of 6. Let's say a family of 6, you get 2 boxes, 2 ground beefs, whatever, and that's now because ground beef's high, but $20 for the whole meal.
Yeah,
You're
yeah.
good, you get full, right?
Yeah.
And it's funny because the kids sometimes prefer that over big guiso or
Yeah.
flautas or something that takes a lot of time to do.
Yeah.
And it's funny, so I'll do that. Sloppy Joes, remember we see
Man, I
Sloppy
love
Joes?
sloppy joes,
Yeah.
but the kids don't eat them. They don't like them. I don't know
Yeah.
why. I love fucking
With
sloppy.
some tater tots.
Oh man, on a toasted bun with some mustard.
Yeah.
With some Lay's.
Yeah,
Either tater tots or Lay's.
I think we were just used to, I call it like not struggling food, but kind of like low income type.
I mean, but we ate good stuff though.
We
you
did
know?
eat good, right?
Mom made
But
gorditas.
it's kind of like I was talking about the beer, like there was a time where it was pretty rough, I don't know if you remember, but it was pretty rough. And I tell the kids this all the time, like in the summertime, they would go grocery shopping like on Sunday, right? And they would tell us, and this is true, they would say, if y'all eat all the food, y'all not getting nothing else until next week.
Yeah.
I mean, they would cook dinner, right? But this
Yeah.
was our snacks
Yeah,
for
yeah,
the
yeah,
daytime when we were home. When we were older, that we didn't go to grandma's house or whatever. So we would get sandwiches. Remember potted meat?
Oh, that shit's good.
Yeah,
man.
we used to get potted meat.
Those
But
fucking fries in the can.
Yeah, but by Thursday and Friday, all we had left was bread.
Yeah. Hey.
So I remember eating mustard sandwich.
And I remember we get the corn tortillas and just put some cheese and make quesadillas. And
Yeah,
shit.
yeah,
Man, I was telling Mara the other day, man. What I used to love as a kid is get the Kool-Aid and put it in a cup and freeze that shit, and that'd be our snow cones. You know what I mean? I used to dig a hole in the middle and then
Yeah.
it get all soft. Man,
Oh
that's-
yeah.
You know what I'm
remember
telling you?
that.
You have to scrape it because it'd
Yeah.
be so hard.
Yeah.
The Kool-Aid, but like you're saying, I tell Mara, sometimes we eat. She'll make papa chorizo and bean tacos.
Yeah.
It's like $8 to $10, and
Yeah.
it's fucking good. You
Yeah,
know what I mean?
yeah.
So, I would. And maybe it is struggle food, but it's fucking.
But it's good.
as food,
And
you know?
it's filling too.
Picadillo. Mara makes picadillo a lot. I mean,
Right.
that's just ground beef, potatoes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
So, I love that food. But there's, like you said, the not only the hamburger helper, but the one I like that Mom made was the tuna helper. I used to
haven't had that in a
love
long
that tuna
time,
helper,
yeah.
man, with some mashed potatoes and some
Uh-huh.
green beans.
You haven't had that in a long time.
What I still buy to this day, Spam. You like Spam?
I do, but nobody else will eat it.
Nobody else does, so
Nobody
that's
else
good
eat
for
it.
me.
Yeah, so
You know
I
what I
don't buy a
mean?
whole can because I won't eat it all.
Man, I love Spam,
Yeah.
man. Put it in the air fryer, let it toast.
An air
up.
fryer?
It's the same shit. It's
Maybe
a
next
fryer.
time I'll order some. Yeah,
Yeah, air fryer. It's healthier.
I think I bought it one time. It was funny because I was talking to Chris about it. It was before he left, and we went to a barbecue. And I said, "Fuck, I'm gonna pick up some Spam." And went to somebody's house, and the dude that was grilling was like, "What the fuck do you bring Spam for?"
You took Spam for a barbecue?
I was to prove Chris. I mean, I bought other stuff too,
Oh, good.
but I bought a can to show Chris, right? And it was a good friend of mine.
What were you
So-
showing them?
Spam. He never
Oh,
ate it
oh.
before. Yeah. And I said, it's good grilled. And I said, watch, I'll take it. And the dude was like, why you bring Spam for? Like, I'm going to show my son. He said, oh, okay. So we grilled it up. It was good.
Hell yeah, with some
He think
mustard.
he even put in the corn tortilla.
Hey, there you go.
Yeah.
I can eat it just like that. As
But
soon as-
everybody else was like, Spam. Come on, man.
Shit, I love Spam. The little weenies, the little Viennas.
Yeah, those two.
Oh man, them things were good as fuck
Yeah.
too. So, You know, it's the good old days when you were happy with what you got. You weren't
Yeah.
picky. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
These spoiled kids nowadays, you know, they act like they can't eat that. You know, I told Mara the other day, I said, man, buy some fideo.
Yeah,
Some
we still
fideo
eat
with
that.
rice
Yeah.
and beef. I mean,
Yeah.
that's what fideo's like 60 cents a bag.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
So, but it's for me, it's fucking good. You know what I mean? So Mara, she's good about cooking. She tried mole
Oh
the
yeah.
other day for the first time. I didn't even know. She said she heard me talking that I've been wanting some mole. So she made that. I mean, that's pretty cheap too. Just buy some chicken and
Just the sauce already made.
yeah.
Yeah.
So, you know, struggle food. Struggle food is good food.
It is. Yeah.
And I don't know if it's struggle food because, and I don't remember those times. I guess mom and dad did a good job of not letting me feel the pain. You know what I mean? But it's not that it's struggle food; it's that it's our cultural food. So regardless, if we had the money, maybe she still would have been making that.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? Because that's our culture. But my favorite one, my go-to that I could, oh my god, that probably, man, you probably go for $5 maybe. Tostadas.
Oh hell yeah!
You know what I'm
We
saying?
still eat that too. Yeah.
Oh man, you know, I mean, a can of beans is like $2, some
Yeah.
shells, maybe $10 at the most.
Well, we always put ground beef, so it goes up a little bit. But
Okay,
if it wasn't for the ground beef, $10 meal right
nah,
there.
I do
feed
it the
whole
classic
family.
way: beans, cheese, lettuce, tomato.
Mhm.
And you know, man, and every time me and Myra make it, like at least a couple times a month.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
like you know what? Instead of spending $60 on food, and the kids they won't eat tostadas, bean and cheese tostadas, but they'll eat nachos, bean and cheese nachos. I'm like, what's the freaking difference?
Yeah.
I remember we used to just break the tostadas and be like, hey,
It's nachos.
but then they caught on, so we actually buy
Yeah,
the chips now.
yeah,
But
yeah.
man, and then we'll sit there and we'll eat it like, fuck,
Yeah.
this is good. You know what I mean? So yeah, tostadas, man, I love tostadas.
Yeah, I do too. Even when we go to like a Tex-Mex spot, I'll order tostadas or nachos every time.
Yeah, same thing with me. Bean and cheese nachos.
Yeah.
No matter what restaurant I go to, that's
Yeah.
what I'm ordering.
Uh-huh.
You know, for one is I know it's always gonna be good most of the time.
Yeah.
You know, like Gonzalez. Every time I go, I get a taco or guiso picoso, and I get freaking nachos. You know, El Phoenix. You know, it's funny. Let me tell you this story about El Phoenix. So we go one day and asked them if they had eggs and chorizo. Stevie wanted eggs and chorizo, and they're like, "Let me see," because they don't do breakfast.
Yeah.
They're like, "Yeah, we do egg. We'll go ahead and do your egg and chorizo." They were gonna put it in a hard shell.
Oh
She
shit.
goes, I go, hard shell. I was like, no. Well, why would you do that? You
Yeah.
know what I mean? She goes, well, how do y'all want it? I'm like, in a flour tortilla.
Yeah.
That was just funny. It was a white chick. She was gonna put the fucking.
With the lettuce and
I
tomato.
guess, but then I fucked up because I just said chorizo, so they brought Stevie a fucking
Yeah, they don't put eggs.
just chorizo,
Yeah,
and I'm like, can we add egg to
Yeah.
it? You know what I mean? So,
Yeah.
but yeah. Anyways, that was a funny story. I was like, well, who the fuck would put chorizo in?
There's a Mexican comedian, I forgot her name, but she has a story on her show where she missed this Australian chick or something, right? And she's like, you know, she never had Mexican food. It's like, oh, you're gonna love it. She brought it to Mexico. She's like, well, what's Mexican food? It's the greatest food ever. It's so, you know, so delicious and it's so spectacular. Okay, well, what is it? He said, she said, we have something called sope, right? Well, what's on the sope? Well, you put beans, meat, lettuce, tomato, and cheese. Oh, wow, that sounds good. Well, what else? We got burritos. Well, what's a burrito? It's a tortilla with meat, lettuce, tomatoes, cheese. And she's like, oh, okay. Well, what else you got? Well, we have tostadas. Let's just tostadas. Well, what's a tostada have? Beans, meat, lettuce, tomato, cheese. It's like, it just was funny the way she said it was like it's all the same.
Yeah,
but
just
it's
something
good.
different.
Yeah,
Holding all
yeah,
the ingredients in.
yeah.
Yeah, so you know, I that cheap stuff I can go for. You know, the kids did. You know, Myra makes all that shit now, but she'll be making me picadillo, and then I'll see her making a hamburger and making this and that. I'm like, what are you doing? Well, Steve and Isaiah don't like that. So
Yeah,
I'm like,
yeah.
they're crazy.
Yeah.
I always say, man, they're gonna marry white women. That's what I always say. They're gonna marry white women that just cook shit in the fucking microwave in the air fryer. Not all white women. It's a stereotype.
Yeah.
So hit me in the comments, whatever. You know what I mean? But yeah, man. You know the same. You know, I'm good with a sandwich. You know,
Yeah.
a sub. Sometimes I buy that bread from Walmart, put it in the fucking, let it heat up, toast up, and just get old sandwich. Man.
Yeah.
Like I said, I ate a peanut butter and jelly sandwich today.
Before you came over.
That shit was fucking good. No, that was for breakfast. The one I ate on the way before I came for lunch was the lettuce, tomato, and all that shit. That shit
Yeah.
go hard, man. That's some good shit. You got to be with Lay's. You know,
Yeah.
tastes better with Lay's. So, But struggle food. What struggle foods did you eat growing up?
Yeah, what you guys? I mean, I remember also mom used to make cut up corn tortillas with eggs in the morning.
Yeah, that was good.
Yeah, that was good.
Yeah, that was
And I
pretty
think
good.
it was those times where we didn't have much money and stuff like that. We didn't go out to eat. They would talk about this one time. I think Fridays was our day that we got like KFC or pizza or
Yeah,
some shit like
bucket
that.
of chicken.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? So
and I guess that's why I rate not I rate I think of fancy chicken as KFC because that was like our
treat of the week.
Friday
Yeah,
thing or
yeah.
pizza Patron on Fridays.
Yeah, I remember she used to cook it up. You know what I'm saying? I
Yeah.
remember, we make every, quite a bit. Well, I wouldn't say quite a bit, but quite, is pot roast.
Yeah,
Just
we do
throw
that
pot
too.
roast in there with some potatoes, some corn, and
Yeah.
shit. That shit's always good. Or we'll buy a brisket, just big enough to go in the slow
Crock pot,
cooking.
yeah.
We used to eat that a lot too, back in the day too. So, yeah, man, pot of meat, I'll eat all that shit.
I
You
think
know,
I'm gonna
still to
try
this
next
day.
time I get groceries, get some spam, and even if I just eat it.
Man, I can
Put
eat
on
it
some
straight out the
sandwich.
can like that too,
Yeah.
raw.
Really?
Yeah, hell yeah, I love spam.
Well, I guess it's like potted meat,
Well,
potted meat.
man, that fucking beer still got me burping.
I know.
God damn.
I want another swig because I'm thirsty, but I'm like, nah, forget it.
Now, if I'm gonna get a swig of anything, it's gonna be that moonshine.
So like, yeah, I mean, that's like I said, we did a little video. If you watched it, hit a like and comment on it.
Oh yeah, because they don't know what the beer
Yeah,
is
yeah, so
from this
it's a
episode.
whole nother video. So check it out. Check that one out too, and comment on it and subscribe. If you made it this far, like this video and hit that subscribe. And we're at what 73 now.
Yeah, something like that. It's not too bad. It's not too bad.
We're getting there.
Yeah.
We're getting there. We got a lot of views, so hopefully those views can turn into subscribers. So,
Yeah.
like I said last time, log into your Google account.
Subscribe and share.
Subscribe. Yeah, that's all you gotta do.
One thing we're talking about food. One thing I could eat probably every day that we're going to grandma's was papas. That's all she made, pretty much.
Yeah, for breakfast she used to do French fries.
Oh,
And,
the French fries are good.
and she used to use the lard. Remember that? She's had
The manteca, the
whatever
bucket of manteca. Right
yeah,
there.
it's green and white can or box or whatever, and cook up some French fries in the morning. That was good.
Papas and atole. That's pretty much what she would
Yeah,
make all the
I
time.
remember that. Yeah.
They always had the thing of Tang.
Tang. I can't drink Tang no
in the
more
little
after that.
drawer.
Yeah.
Grandpa always had a watermelon, always had ice cream, you know
Yeah.
what I mean? It would make a licuado, you know what I
Mhm.
mean? So, just little stuff that is fucking good, but you don't realize it's maybe struggle food, I guess.
I remember we used to go to the park to Kid Springs, and they used to give free cheese and something else. Do you remember that?
Remember that.
Maybe our cousins will remember this, but we used to go to Kid Springs and get some cheese. I don't remember what. I just remember the blocks of cheese we used to get at Kid Springs.
I remember going to the park, getting the schools and getting a little lunch during the
Free
summer
lunch?
times.
Yeah,
Yeah, they'd have the free lunch. out there.
Marwis, we used to go to Marwis and go swimming out there
Yeah.
over there in Oak Cliff. So
How
yeah,
how the days change, man. You go tell the kids, this summer, hey, why don't you go to school and get a free lunch? they're gonna ask if they can Uber it over here. and shit.
Hell
They do
yeah.
Uber Eats over here. Fucking spoiled ass kids these
Hell
days,
yeah.
man. Burgers and fries, man. That's what my kids live on. Burgers, fries, and wings, man.
or chicken, just chicken. And then the wings. Talk about wings. It's funny because we order Wingstop, right? They're like, "Hey,
fucking
Dad,
Wingstop's
can you get
expensive.
Wingstop?" It's not. If you get there's a 24 pack of boneless wings.
See, they don't want, but we go
See,
to.
that's what
Who goes
pisses
to
me off,
Wingstop
bro.
for boneless wings?
That's what pisses me off. Like it's like $20 for.
Oh, yeah,
right?
because nobody wants them.
Well, here it's like 2 out of 3 kids that are here they eat boneless, but then you got one who wants bones.
Okay.
So it throws a whole thing off from it. It's like $20 more to add
Yeah.
the damn bone wings. So I'm like, dude,
But for me, we're not going to Wingstop for boneless wings. We get there for the wings. But yeah, Stevie won't eat boneless. Isaiah, Josh, Nene, myself, to save money, I would eat them.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, it's like Chili's. They got that $10. I forget what it's called, but it's a appetizer,
Oh, for me or
drink,
something like that.
good ass fucking burger. It's
Yeah.
like $10.
Yeah.
Cheaper than going to Whataburger, and it's way fucking better.
Yeah.
So I'm like, all right, we're gonna go to Chili's. We all gonna get the 3 for me. And here goes Stevie. Here goes Mario. Yeah, we get the 15 wings and the fries, like $20. I'm like, his meal costs $2. The whole point of coming here. Then I'm like, you know what? I need to change my order. If he ain't gonna follow the rules,
Yeah.
I'm the one paying. I ain't gonna
Yeah.
follow the rules.
We went to Chili's last week, the week before, I don't know, and it was just me and the boys. Cynthia and Bea went somewhere, and I forgot how good the burgers were.
Man, it was fucking good, right?
Yeah, the burgers are good.
The old timer or whatever.
Yeah, no matter what, I think Nick got. I forgot what kind of burger it was. I was like, damn, I forgot how good these burgers.
Well, I got the smash burger, and I didn't like that one.
I usually get the burger bites are good.
Yeah, those are
Or I'll
always
get
good.
that barbecue thing with like ribs and sausage or something like that. But this time I wasn't that hungry, so I just went to take the boys and I got I always get the margarita of the month.
Okay.
This time was like a sour one or something. It
Yeah.
wasn't that good, but I got that, and then Nick got a burger, and Tony always gets steak.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that burger is good. That three for me, like
Yeah.
I said, you get the whole big old chips and salsa, and then you
Uh-huh.
get a drink and fries, and I'm like, it's $10. You go to Whataburger, spend $13. So
Shit, yeah.
you know, and Maya gets mad because she's like, you always act so cheap. It's not like I have to penny pinch, you know what I'm saying? Oh, everybody's like, damn.
I hear that all the time too.
But I'm like, okay, because I'm like this. I said, if you add up, because like I said, she cooks most week. I mean, she cooks Monday through Thursday. So I'm like, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. You add that shit up, that's a couple $100.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, okay, let's start on Saturday, like with the tostadas, $10. You're saving $40, $50.
Yeah.
If you do that every month, you're saving a couple hundred. So you know,
But we usually go to out to eat twice a week, right?
Yeah.
And the rest of the time, either if Cynthia has time to cook, she'll cook. If not, then we're ordering something. And Tony's working now, but before he wasn't working. And I'm like, they're like, can you Uber or something? Like, dude, you're at home. Like,
yeah.
I think they wanted Whataburger one time. Whataburger's 3 blocks away.
Okay.
By the time you spend delivery fees and tips and all that, you're spending an extra almost $20.
Damn.
So I'm like, I'll send you the money. Just go get a damn Whataburger, right?
Yeah.
And then Cynthia's like, why are you being that way? I said, because those fees add up. You know, I'm saving $20. You can just go down the street.
Yeah.
So,
You know, let me ask you this, because you brought up Tony. Tony's how old?
he'll be 21 in 2 weeks.
Okay. So Isaiah's gonna be 22 here pretty soon.
Uh-huh.
Why? And I do it myself, so I'm asking you, and I don't enjoy it all the time. Like when I go home and buy food, I'm like, why do I buy Isaiah's food every time I go out again? Like for real. So you're saying Tony wants Uber, so why aren't you saying like, well, you got money? I'm sure he does.
Because I'm buying for the house anyways.
And that's how my heart is. But sometimes I'm like, why don't this fool ever say, hey, I got dinner tonight? So it's like, I'm gonna do it,
Right.
but I'm telling my like, why am I buying his food every time we go out again? Like, you know what I mean? And sometimes I guess you could say I'm being a dick, but just show him like, hey, order your food. We're going, we're gonna get some food or whatever. But I'm just like today we got groceries and he uses that Sasquatch soap and all that shit, and I'm pulling that shit out of the bag and I'm like, I know he didn't pay for this. Like, why am I buying his? I'll buy you Irish Spring, and I'll buy you Suave shampoo. You want the extra shit, the Sasquatch? You buy that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know what you mean.
But I'm pulling out like his special tea that he drinks, his Cheetos that he likes, and I'm like,
he's not that bad. I mean, it's like I said, I'm buying for the house.
Yeah.
But like as far as groceries go, when I order groceries or we go, I'm like, hey, what do you need?
Yeah.
And he gets his own. He drinks a lot of Dr. Pepper. He'll get his own Dr. Pepper. But with groceries wise, he just give me some canned soup or breakfast.
And I got you, Isaiah. There's times I don't want to.
I know what you mean, though, for real. Yeah.
So I'm not complaining.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe I am complaining, but there's sometimes like Mara don't want to cook, and she's like, "Are you okay eating the pizza?" We buy this. I forget what it's called, but it's a badass frozen pizza.
Yeah.
It's called. It's a shitload of pepperonis. I forget what brand. So she always buys 1 or 2 of those in case she don't want to cook that night, and she knows I'll eat that for dinner. And she's like, well, I told Isaiah to order him and Stevie food. So he'll do that, you know what I mean? Or sometimes if we're going out, I'm like, hey, man, you want to pay half of what we're going out? Just to teach some responsibility. It shouldn't be a given that my parents, I'm 22 years old and my parents are going to buy my food. But I buy for the house.
Right.
So I'm not complaining. I'm just saying.
I know what you mean, though. Like, but like I said, I think I said something once or twice and got shut down. So
Yeah, it's not worth the argument. Definitely, that's mama's baby. No matter how big he is,
yeah,
how old he is, that's mama's baby. So
yeah.
she gonna get it regardless. You know
So
what I'm saying?
I just stopped. But like I said, he doesn't he doesn't like
Yeah,
his own stuff that he wants special. Then
yeah.
he'll get it.
Like when I
Even
think it's sometimes I'll be like, hey, I'm going to Walmart. If you
yeah,
need, basically saying come so you can buy your own shit. So
yeah,
I don't buy it.
yeah.
No, I'm good. I'm like, no, you're not good. Get your ass up and come buy your shit because you're
Yeah.
good. You stay on. That means I'm gonna buy your shit.
Yeah.
I don't mind as my kid. You know what I'm saying? I do for my kids. It's just one of those things that irks me, but not like
I know. I like I said, I brought up a couple times and got shut down. But um, I think the way to look at it is they're here because maybe they're not ready
No.
to be on their own, and we're doing little things to help him get ready, right?
yeah.
Like he has a lot of money saved up. He's really good at saving money, and
Well, yeah,
he wasn't working, but if he could have been on his own for like 8 months,
Yeah.
right, with the money he saved up. But we just didn't want him to waste it. We're
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
why are you
absolutely.
gonna move out?
Yeah.
He wanted to move out. We're like, why if you don't have to, right? Well, nobody's telling you to leave, but and why struggle, right? If you
Yeah.
don't have to.
we were talking, and I forget what I was listening to, and they said, most kids Isaiah's age, Tony's age, even Christopher's age, if he didn't go to the military, would be living at home because
Possibly.
the cost of living is so high. It's not like I think me and Mara had our first spot when we were like 19, 20.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Apartment, own car, and all that shit. But it's almost not feasible for these kids these days. You know what I
No,
mean? It's
it's not,
expensive.
yeah.
I mean, one little bedroom apartment is probably $2,000,
Pretty
2,500.
close, yeah.
You know what I mean? Plus gas, plus all that.
I
So,
think he was looking at it maybe a year ago or so, maybe a little bit over a year ago, and it was about $1,700. And then he found one for like $1,000 a month, and I forgot what area. I said, "Nah, you don't want to move over there."
yeah.
It was like
So he wants to move out.
he wants to be on his own, and he wasn't working. He's doing his side jobs, right? His animation or whatever, and he wasn't asking us for nothing because he had money saved
Yeah,
up.
yeah.
He's buying his own gas, his own haircuts, his own whatever he wants, and I think he felt like he needed to do something, right? So he got a little job, little 9 to 5 for now,
Nothing wrong with that.
but he's still doing this other stuff on the side.
Yeah. That's cool. And like I said, I joked around. I first telling some, I was talking to somebody, and I was like, man, I thought this contract was for 18 years.
Nope.
So Isaiah's 22, joke,
Yeah.
just joking around. But I don't mind. He's home. He's, got a little job, pays whatever, pays his little part, you know what I mean? And as long as he ain't got no dirty diaper kids running around the crib and a
Yeah.
lazy ass girlfriend that don't leave the fucking room, I'm alright.
I think that's what, like with Chris, when he was in high school, he was focused on sports,
Yeah.
right? So he didn't have a girlfriend till like the end of the senior year or whatever. Tony, he's just doesn't like spending money, and he knows what he wants to focus on.
Yeah.
He didn't really have time to have a girlfriend. I think one of his buddies had a girlfriend, and he's like, he don't hang out with us no more, and he's always mad, and he doesn't have no money because he's spending money or whatever.
Yeah.
So he didn't want to be that. He wanted to focus on what he's doing, and Nick, he's just Nick, and never really. He's just got
doing his
friends
thing.
everywhere,
Yeah.
and just does his thing. And we'll see about Bea.
But yeah, no boyfriends.
I'm a realistic dad, right? I know it's coming. Like
It's coming.
I have some friends that have girls and like, oh, I'm gonna have a shotgun and blah blah. Like, bro, I'm like, she wears makeup, but she doesn't overdo it, right?
Yeah.
She likes fixing her hair. She likes dressing up. It's coming, right? She's gonna be 13. I know it's coming. There's no way you can't stop it, right?
Things are different. We've been through it. We know what it is.
Yeah.
We're not, back to what we were talking about, leads into that. It's like when we were young, it was like you're 18, you're paying bills.
Yeah.
Even before that shit.
You
know what I mean? I remember fucking, and that's, I mean, I don't think that was a good way of parenting. People say that was the old school, but give your kids a chance. Just because you turn 18, graduate school, don't mean you're not a kid.
Yeah.
Then you get your little job, and hell, you're paying your fucking parents half of your fucking wages. So, well, in our circumstances,
Yeah.
So it's like, how the fuck can I even save money to
Yeah.
go out on my own? I'm giving you half
Yeah.
your rent, which don't even get me started on that shit. I was paying the whole rent. Then you're paying for groceries. Then you're paying, you know what I'm saying? In our household, in our person.
And I think that's what you're talking about, and what I talked about in the beginning was that was our way of thinking of what we knew,
Yeah.
right? That's how we grew up. It's like you need to pay your own this, your own that, your own
Yeah.
that. But at the same time, it's like
How can
now we're
you?
complaining about it, right? So maybe that's we kind of broke out of it, but not really.
Well, what we're doing is we're helping our kids set up their life,
Yeah,
giving them time. We didn't have that time.
yeah,
You know what I mean? To set up our lives. I mean, you went to the Navy, so you were able to do your own shit. You know, I fucking got a job and did it myself. I've always done shit myself. You know what I mean? And but it'd been nice to have parents that are not pressuring you to pay bills, pay bills,
yeah.
pay bills.
And
What I
even
mean? And
and we help them out when we can. Like with Chris, he in the beginning he didn't make much money out there, right?
yeah,
As when you first join, you don't make that much money, so um, we didn't make him pay like his phone bill and stuff like
Yeah.
that. If he needed help, he wouldn't ask, but when we go visit,
yeah,
we buy him a couple things while we're out there. He moved into an apartment, and it was his birthday. We went out there. We hooked him up with a couple of things, and it's just why not, right?
yeah,
You know,
yeah.
and
I mean,
even
why
now
not?
that he's doing better, making a little bit more money out there, and still, why
Yeah.
not?
I try to be better. Not, of course, our parents. I guess. I mean, I can't speak for them. I'm assuming they did the best they could.
Right.
You know what I mean? Um, we're just trying to do better. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I think we both turned out well. We got a little brother turned out well. I think we all three have careers, respectable careers. None of us are balling out of control, but I think we all, if we
Live
want to
within our
take a
means,
fucking
yeah.
vacation and go buy something, we can. You know what I'm saying? So it worked itself out, not necessarily through the parenting, but through the real world, of us being hard workers and just wanting better for ourselves, and going back to, Anthony and Isaiah at their age, I was already married. I already had a kid.
That's true.
So it was a little bit different. I was
Yeah.
taking care of a family. So I guess I can get, but at the same time, it's like, how can I get my family off on our feet if I'm giving you all my fucking money? You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah.
So, like Myers' parents, they always say, our house is welcome for any of y'all. My brother-in-law and his wife and his kids, they don't charge him nothing.
Yeah.
Because they want him to get on his feet. Been like 10 years, they still ain't on their fucking feet. But that's a whole nother story.
Right,
in that,
right,
in that.
right.
But I think if you can, you should.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? Because one day we may need our kids to take care of us when we're old. And a big thing with me is I always reflect how I'm gonna be looked at when I'm dead. I want people to say good shit about me. I want my kids to say good shit about me to their kids when I'm gone. I have good stories to tell about their grandpa. Or just when they're going through situations with their kids, remember how their dad approached the situation.
Yeah.
And even though there's no, I was talking to Kathy yesterday. We were texting back and forth. I said, man, there's no instruction manual to this parenthood shit. So hopefully, even though we try to do our best, we make mistakes, and hopefully they just, it's about breaking. What's that word I'm looking for? Breaking the cycle of things.
Yeah.
And although I think we had a decent childhood, there's stuff that I look back and as an adult, wasn't right. You know what I mean? And one thing I look at is respect for my kids. I respect them. Just because I'm their dad doesn't mean I don't show them any respect.
Yeah.
And us as kids, it was looked at that way. Like, you're the kid. I don't need to respect you, but you need to always respect me no matter
Right.
what.
Yeah.
And I think that brings an animosity, maybe even a hatred, in that relationship. So I try to make sure that my kids feel respected, that they have a voice. I don't do the whole, yeah, God damn it, mother. I'm like, look, you fucking up. This is all I can do is tell you what to do, guide you the right way, but it's up to you to do it. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? Yelling, my kids are big. They ain't been known for no spankings anyways.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But for me, that was never my
I think
way of
I
parenting.
started that way, like when Chris and maybe Tony were little, and that's what I knew, right?
Yeah,
But Cynthia broke me out of it. She's like, no, you
yeah,
don't do that. You don't just, and
Nah.
it just changed, and it like I told you, it's the way what we knew, and
Yeah.
we're still breaking out of those things, but it happens.
Just take for instance, Chris. Say Chris in high school, which he didn't. He was a good kid, from what I know. Was out skipping and drinking. You've been there. You've done that. So you're not gonna scream at him. You're gonna just be like, "Look, son, I've been there." It's not gonna benefit you. You're gonna get lost, and while all these kids are leaving school and getting better, you know what I mean. So I think that as a parent, that's how I look at things. The streets, fucking drugs. I mean, it's no secret, weed is big everywhere. Everybody fucking smokes weed. Teachers, grandmas, grandpas. You know what I'm saying? So you got to understand that these are things that your kids may encounter.
Yeah.
So why, when they need guidance, why break them down? And sometimes they're already broken down, so why break them down even more?
So like that kind of stuff's gonna happen during high school or whatever. They're gonna get. That's when you get introduced to drinking, drugs, whatever it is, and it's obvious, right? If you're paying attention, it's obvious.
Yeah.
Right. And it's the way we approached it was, okay, we kind of know what's going on. Let's talk about it a little bit and let them know that it's part of what happens. And we understand that.
Yeah.
Be safe, right?
That's all you can hope
and, for. When they started driving, if you get in trouble, call me.
Yeah.
Don't think that you can't.
Yeah.
Don't be scared that dad's gonna say this or whatever.
Or don't be scared if you're 16 and you got drunk at a party.
I said, just call me,
Yeah.
And and it's funny because one story that I have about Chris was it was during I forgot which protest it was, downtown Dallas, and I said, don't go. He wanted to go. I don't remember what it was, and I said, don't go, it's gonna get crazy, right? And guess where he goes, right? And then that dude, I was like, we saw him on Life 360. Where you at? And I think he said he was at Wing Bucket, right? It's on fucking Main Street. Like, come on, dude, you're out there. Like, come on. Maybe you're at Wing Bucket, but you're fucking down there, right? Yeah. Long story short, he gets a flat tire and he somehow gets the Jeep over to the store from downtown Oak Cliff on a fucking flat tire. But whatever, he was safe or whatever, and this stuff happens. He never made curfew, but he was safe wherever he was at. He was okay, right?
Yeah.
And I remember I used to get my ass chewed for missing curfew, right?
Shit.
But
we got our ass chewed just for being on the phone after 10 o'clock.
I'm like, where you at? Okay. Are you safe? Okay, whatever, And I would get mad. I'd be pissed.
Yeah.
But I'd be pissed at home. And Cynthia tell me, just calm down, he's okay, but
yeah, I mean, you don't want to come down on him because then he may not want to come home.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that's the same thing. Myra sometimes she's like, just think about what we were doing at that age. And that's what, when I was all of their ages right now, they're 15, 17, 20, and 22. At all the, besides the 22, by then I had my shit together. But all those ages I was doing some shit, you know what I mean, that I shouldn't have been doing. So I always look at it like they'll be all right. You know what I mean? Look at me. I mean, it's just a phase. Hopefully, you know what I mean. Hopefully they have the mentality and the smarts and the patience and that I had. You know what I'm saying? Because I could plenty of times I could have been in prison, been in jail. Knock on wood. I ain't never been to neither. I think I went to detox one time. I was like, caught me smoking a blunt at the park and shit, some bullshit. But you gotta just make wise choices, not be a follower. I've always been a leader, not a follower. You know what I mean? And when you're a follower, so you just gotta realize, man, times are different. You know what I mean? Parenting is different. Kids are different. They're more sensitive. All this fucking mental health shit that just started happening the last 10 years. Because before it wasn't no mental health. That's a joke. But all this mental health that people pump in their heads. A lot of stuff is pumped in the kids' heads, I think, too. Well, you're mad because of this, so they start, my mental health is bothering me.
I mean, there's to a point, there's to an extent, right? And I know what you mean by that, but that's where you have to know what's going on in their life.
Yeah, and be careful with that. Like you said, you have to know what's going on with their life. And mental health is not a joke. I'm not joking about that. I'm just saying that it seems like with social media, they pump it in the kid's head that if you feel this way, you have mental health issues. No, you might just be down and confused one day.
Yeah, right.
You know what I mean?
And sometimes you do get down, but you don't know why.
Yeah.
So that's where parenting comes in, and you teach them how to cope with things and how to talk to you about things, and help them through it.
Yeah.
You know.
It's like I was talking to Stevie's principal, and we're just having a casual conversation. I was like, I know my son gets treated a little bit different around here. I know, you got some teachers that they see him in the hallway, they automatically approach him and think he's doing something bad. And, his Spanish teacher pissed me off, called him a no sabo, which I guess is a Mexican without that don't know Spanish.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, you tell your fucking teacher that you ain't no fucking sabo because you're American. You ain't no Mexican. You're American that don't know Spanish. But anyway, he goes, well, why don't you address this to me, to the principal? I said, look, man, that's life. I'm not going to go crying to you every time somebody hurts my son's feelings, because no matter if he's 15, 20, 30, 35, or he's in school or he's in real life, you're going to have people that you don't get along with. But what's he going to do? Run to his boss? Oh, this guy's being mean to me. So I said, so he's got to learn to deal with those situations, because throughout life, you're going to deal with assholes. And you can't fight or get mad or cry to the boss or the principal every time somebody hurts your feelings. You just got to learn to deal with it and keep moving.
Yeah.
There's your teacher. Whether the teacher likes you don't like the teacher, well, you got this teacher all fucking year. So figure it out.
Mm-hmm.
The quicker you can get out this class, the quicker, you know what I'm saying? You don't got to deal with this teacher.
Yeah.
And just like in life, at work, you might deal with an asshole. Well, just do your freaking job and ignore that asshole, and it is what it is.
Yeah. How much time we got? I got a story about that. Okay. So talking about that, like, that's kind of, kind of like having your kids back, like you said, he has to learn on his own too, but at the same time, certain situations call for stepping in.
Yeah, for sure.
There was a time where, Anthony was doing animation and he got picked to represent the school for a project, and they wanted him to show one of his short stories, his animations. And one of the characters that he has is pretty violent, right? One of his characters. And he was a detective, right? He's a detective, and he goes into the police precinct and shoots up somebody in the precinct.
Oh, shit.
Right? Well, he turned that one in to his project or what it was, but he was representing the school.
Yeah.
Well, I get a phone call. He's getting suspended. I was like, well, what's going on? And the principal thought he was making threats on him. He thought the animation was
about him.
And I was like, no. So, I went to the school and I said, it's not about you. I said, if you look at his old channel, his old videos, I said, this is a character that's a police officer or investigator or something. I forgot what it was. I said, and the person you think is you is the police chief. It's not a principal of a school. He's a police chief. And if you watch the video and look at his old videos, then
it's a real character.
You'll understand. And at first they didn't get it, and I said, watch his old videos, right? Just don't. Of course, they didn't let that one go through because of the violence or whatever, which I get, I understand. But they suspended him.
Damn.
And because I went over there and I had his back, and of course you probably would too, something like that. They took it back, right? And it was gonna something with his finals or something like that. And I said no, because that suspension went back. He never got suspended. Like, oh, he didn't. I said no, go back and talk to the principal. And I've got fixed or whatever. But you're right. They got to figure it out themselves. But at the same time, when it's wrong,
time when the parents have to step in and say, okay, look, they're not gonna listen to the kid's voice. So there's been plenty of times I've done that shit. You know what I mean? And then principals, they all know me, but life is life. Life ain't always what they say, roses and daisies or whatever. You got to deal with some resistance, some rude people, some dicks out there. It's like the other day when my guys called me. We had to deal with this other trade, and the guy's being a dick. And he's like, well, I'm not a fire alarm guy. I said, look, man, you ain't got to be a dick about everything. I know you're not a fire alarm guy, but let's get this shit figured out. You know what I mean? And sometimes, don't be a dick. You know what I mean? Everybody just, whatever. So, you're going to deal with the shit. I dealt with it that way. I didn't take the high road, but my guy told me he hung up. He was like, man, why is he talking to me like that? Like, were you being a fucking dick, man? You know what I mean? I wasn't being a dick. I was being the boss. And like, hey, motherfucker, do the shit. You know what I'm saying? But, kids are the future. I love each one of my boys, Shout out to Josh. I told you he got that job. He got a promotion. He's working in the shop now. He's a grease monkey, doing the lubing, the oil changes, the tire changes. So he's excited about that. They're the future I talk to my kids every day. I text them. You know, sometimes they're mad at me, sometimes I'm mad at them. But I do know they're kids. They don't always be able to control their feelings, their emotions. So I have to remember that they're still kids.
Yeah.
You know, so I give them some grace. I give them some leeway, and you know, I think I have a good relationship with them, and I think they respect me. You know, in both ways. So you know what I mean. Kids are the future, man. You know what I mean. So other than that, I don't know how we got into the whole parenting thing, but that's pretty good. You
To
know,
the full circle from drinking beer to
hey, drinking beer to being a responsible parent. You know what I mean? So
We were supposed to do a video about getting a possum escape from a cage.
oh yeah, I
We didn't want to do it, but anyways, they came and got him anyways, so we didn't have to do it.
so you just called animal control?
Yeah, we caught him 3 times this week because there was a skunk going to the house. We caught 2 skunks and we caught a possum this week. So we just call them up. They come take them wherever and then bring the trap back.
Yeah, JJ sends me a video of a possum he caught, and he's like, "You want to do a video on cat letting the con?" I'm like, "No, I don't want to do that."
Because I called. I told the last couple of days we didn't catch nothing.
Yeah.
And it rained and so I left the trap out there. And I told Sid this morning, I said we got a possum, and she's like, "Well, we're not worried about possums. We're about skunks. Let that possum go."
Yeah.
And I'm like, I'm not
Let
going near
that
that shit.
possum
I'm not
go.
going near that fucking cage. To me, possums look. They're
Well, they
not
got
scary.
rabies, right?
I don't know, but they just look gross to me.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
And I didn't want to, but she's like, "Well, you and Steven should do it for the podcast."
Ah, yeah, oh, now she wants
Yeah.
the podcast. That bring me into it, right?
And she's like, "You want views, right?" I'm like, "You know what? That would be a good one." So I text you, and you're like, "Nah, pass." And I said, "You know what I'm gonna do? I told Bea, she went to work with me today, and I was kind of telling her, she's like, you should do it. You should." Even she was like, "Yeah, I should do it."
Well, yeah, they want to see us get attacked. Yeah, it's gonna go viral.
And then I
Get
told her
attacked.
we're gonna be drinking, and she's like, "So you're gonna get drunk?" I said, "I doubt it because I don't drink beer." And I said, "But I should get drunk
You go do the possum.
and go do the possum."
Yeah, I'll video you. You
But-
do it. You
but
need somebody to
possum's
hold the
gone
camera.
now.
Yeah, so it's good.
I wouldn't do a skunk.
Nah,
Hell no, I wouldn't do a skunk. We caught 2 skunks this week.
damn.
And there was one more walking around the trap, and he left, and I haven't seen him since. So hopefully they're gone. They were going under the house and shit.
Yeah, I didn't want to fuck with that possum. Like you said, they kind of grow. I think they got rabies, and I think they'll attack the shit out of you.
Well, I googled it, and they don't really fuck with you, but they'll like hiss at you and show their
Yeah.
teeth. But then they go to sleep. They play possum.
Oh yeah, fuck all that. I probably would have shot it,
I don't know.
just threw it away.
But I
So,
watched the video that the lady came in, just put him in another cage and took him out.
took them off. They don't charge you for that.
No, the city comes do it
Oh, there you go. Fuck it. Then what was the? Why you want to do it anyways? If the city was
because
gonna do it?
they weren't supposed to come today. They were coming tomorrow
Ah, I got you. It's
And-
under. Where's it at?
on the side of the house.
On the side of the house.
Yeah.
I got you. Yeah, I wouldn't try to fuck with that
Yeah.
possum. Fuck all that.
It could have been good content.
Yeah, we'll figure out some content another way. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we can get content. So
All right, I think that's a wrap for today.
yeah, I think so. It's a good episode. Wait for
Yeah.
the short to come out. You'll understand why we got these beers right
Yeah,
here.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my boys. Salute. You know, shout out to my nephews and nieces. Salute all good kids. So
Yeah.
you know, other than that, man, another good episode. JJ, have
Think
a
so.
good week.
You
Everybody
too,
out
man.
there,
Yeah.
subscribe, like.
Like, subscribe, Two
All
Bros,
that
Two
shit.
Podcast. Check out the TikTok. Check out the YouTube Shorts, and comment. Do all those stuff that everybody asks about, so we can get bigger and do more stuff.
Yep.
And that's it.
Salute.
See ya.